Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We are rambling. Friday again. Woohoo! Rambling with Psychic Duck. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Any words of wisdom from Psychic Duck today? Quack. Ha ha. Yes. So, as I split the deck, battles, war of words. That's better than war of, nuclear stuff. And the other one, what do we do? What do we do with this battle that we are in? And I don't think what this was talking about was the battle in Iran, because it was more of a battle of words. So speaking of battle of words, before we get into it, please, your 5 calls app. I think I pulled it up, or did I delete it? Hang on. Okay, so I had to pull it up on my other screen. I'm using high tech these days. I've got 2 big screens. Well, I got one little screen that I'm recording this on, and then my big computer. And one of the things I want to talk about right off the bat, I got an email from This Will Hold that said Kamala Harris won. Okay, well, on this channel, we all know that Kamala Harris won. But it was talking about how Florida has this county that registered 600,000 votes, but the county doesn't really exist. So it's kind of a long read. I put it up on my community page, but at the bottom of this, it said what we can do. And at the end of Heather Cox Richardson's Thursday post, she says what we can do. And both of them said 5 calls app. And for those of you who haven't clicked on the 5 calls app on your computer, it is so easy. What is it that is important to you? Now you can go, everything's important. Yeah, well, our heads will explode, right? So pick 1 or 2 things that are really, really important to you. So is it war with Iran? Oh, there was a great interview. And I watched it really late at night, so I have to rewatch this, because sometimes when I first hear something, I'm all gung-ho, and then I have to back away, and I go, wait a minute, what about that and that and that? So I have to double check my enthusiasm. Oh, somebody should write a TV show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Never mind, sorry. That was so lame. Okay, what's really important to you? No war with Iran. This one guy, Diary of a CEO, check that video out. He was talking about the 3 stages of war with Iran. I'm like, oh, crap. So it was good. What about impeach Kegseth? Is that important to you? And I'm looking at this, block Paramount Warner Brothers media monopoly. Okay, well, is that important? Well, yeah, it is, but I'm trying to see where ICE is on this. Oppose COSA, the Kids Online Safety Act. Not sure what that is. Some of you do, and you're going to go, oh my God, that's so important. Make your 5 calls. It's easy. Here it is. Stop ICE from building camps in your state. How about just stop ICE? Because they're, I think, in the East Coast now in Vermont. Oh, that should make Bernie happy. I also saw an interview with Bernie Sanders interviewing 3 Iranian people, and that was interesting too. Just learning a little bit more about who these people are and what they stand for. And I've always said, not always, because sometimes I was drunk, rambling. See how that worked? But when I heard about us going into the Iraq War, I just finished reading a book called Shipwrecks in the Sahara. It was a fascinating book, and I read it so long ago. But it was about a sailing merchant ship who didn't navigate correctly. He didn't bomb a girls' school. However, he did crash his vessel in the wrong part of the world, and he learned really quickly what that part of the world, how they treated white people and humans that were not part of their tribe. Fascinating, fascinating. I said it twice, so it's really fascinating. I said it 3 times. Okay. All right. So, what else is important? Epstein. That's at the bottom of the list. End Trump's dictator rule, demand impeachment. Come on, that is not going to happen. I mean, you can say it, it's not going to happen with our Senate, right? We can have another impeachment, but where's the teeth to it? He'll just blame it on the left and make it another case for him. So, my opinion only, it doesn't matter. I'm not making your 5 calls. You make your 5 calls. Long enough commercial? Let's get into it. All right. So one of the things I do want to look at before I get to your questions is this nuclear. So Iran is mining the Straits of Hormuz, and that's where 20% of our oil, not our oil, but the world's oil flows through. So a lot of people are going to be affected by this. There are strategic reserves, big caves that they fill with oil. Like, really? Big cave? Oh, hey, we found this great big old cave. What do we do with it? I don't know. We could look for crystals or fill it full of oil. Oh, hell yeah, fill it full of oil. I'm just a little confused. Okay, so they're going to release 400 million barrels. And Trump says, well, I'm going to release some of ours too. 100 and some odd barrels, I don't know. But if Iran closes the Straits of Hormuz, which they've effectively done, then this is going to be a lot longer than the whatever 500 million barrels that they released. That's going to be, what, a month or 2? And I know in California, our prices, well, they've always been super high with taxes, and which I don't understand, because some of our roads are really bad because they take our taxes and stick it into the general fund, and I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, if you're going to tax and sell the tax for a particular service, then do the service. Speaking of doing the service, get Kegseth out of there. So Iran said, yeah, we're going to put mines in the Strait of Hormuz. And even though our news, can we call it that, has said that we blew up all of the Iranian boats that dropped the mines, that put the mines in the water. No, didn't. Because they can put these mines, put them off of little fishing boats. So, and Kegseth is going, I'm going to clear out that. Come on. I mean, it's really not a video game. But anyway, what I want to look at is, let's just look at the escalation of that. Just the energy for today, because it changes all the time. I read in the New York Times, I actually got a subscription to that. I was against it for so long, and then I finally did, because it said $4 a week or month, $4 a month, $1 a week, and I said, I can do that. And it wasn't a financial thing, but I just wanted to look at it again, and I wanted to support at least a paper that is trying to deliver the truth as much as it can. And that's it's hard. It's anyway. Iran. What in this war? Netanyahu said that. Hang on one second. Okay, I can't find it, but I think Netanyahu said that, indicated that they were getting close to being done, I think that's what I read, and I couldn't find it again. But Trump has signaled that, and then said, oh no, we're going to keep going. So, I mean, he's given mixed signals. So everybody's given mixed signals with this. Iran doesn't seem to be, in my awareness. They go, no, we're going to keep going. And I think where they're going, from watching some of these news things last night, is they want to get the nuclear weapon. Because when you give up nuclear weapons, i.e. Ukraine, people will attack you. That's what this one program was saying. So what is the energy of the war in the Mideast right now? And let's just do 6 on it real quick, and I'll drop it down. There we go. 6. Energy of the Mideast. Yes. A lot of restriction. My phone agrees. Damn. Tower moment. Some emperor. Is that Pumpkinhead? Or is this Netanyahu? Is this... Someone was asking, is Netanyahu still alive? And I went, well, I kind of thought so. King of Pentacles, it's all about money. The energy of this today. That's an interesting card. A new, the Ace of Wands. This is new information coming that if you don't pay attention to, it's going to smack you over the head. It's really, really big information. So we've seen the destruction. We've seen the restriction. It's being managed by the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, top and bottom. And I don't know if this is the supreme leader of Iran or if it's Netanyahu. I think this is Netanyahu, and I think this is Trump, the King of Pentacles. But what is this new information coming out? What is that new information coming out? What is the new information? Hope you guys play along. Throw some cards, throw some pendulums. That's not the question. I asked, what is this new information? And I got illusion and confusion. What the illusion and confusion is going to hit us over the head? I just thought of our Secretary of Beer, Kegseth, and he's not allowing photographers to video or take pictures of his briefings because they didn't like the way he looked. Well, if I looked like you, I wouldn't like the way I looked either. But, you know, it's just me being me. So the big news that we're getting, it's being confused. It's being clouded. We're not getting in the information. All these rough and tough people are hiding in bunkers because they're bonkers in bunkers. Bonkers in bunkers. We get the Knight of Cups. Thank you. Thank you. What's the big news? Something coming to maybe be bring us a little positivity, bring us a little calming noise, and it's coming from the world. So I read yesterday about, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. I read yesterday, is the world tired of this? Because the world, and everybody's going, well, hell yeah, they are. Well, that's kind of a stupid question. Nobody said that. I made that up. Psychic Duck was saying, that's a stupid question. Everybody's tired of this. But not some of the people that are into the chaos of it and into the tearing down of certain governments. So they're not tired of this. They're kind of cheering it on, some of these whatever behind the scenes leaders. But the world economy now is going to be kind of stopped because we are so into oil, and this is going to be a big shakeup in how we deal with this stuff. And it's going to let's go here before I start going into your questions. Is this disturbance that we are dealing with? Because everything is not bad or good. There's a blending of this. And so what are we learning from Trump 2.0? What are we learning from that? Go to look at this will hold and you go, well, we're learning that Florida keeps cheating. Yeah, you think? Okay. What do we need to learn? What will we learn? Now, what is so? Let me just put it like in my regular tarot question. What is so about us having another oil crisis? What is so about what we will learn from having another oil crisis? I'm hearing use your ET deck. Getting stabbed in the back. What is so? Someone's getting stabbed in the back. Is it the economy that's getting stabbed in the back? Is it us personally getting stabbed in the back? I'm looking at the times on my other screen, and I see why this oil supply shock is being called the largest ever. For you guys remembering, what was it in the 70s? I remember this. I mean, I remember reading about it. Not that, okay. I remember this. looking at your license plate and seeing what number you were at. People were so pissed. That dang Biden. I'm not Biden. I kind of matched them together a little bit. Jimmy Carter. I really think Biden was a great president. He made some mistakes, I agree. But Jimmy Carter was way ahead of his time. Way ahead. And at the time, people were going, thank you, my phone agrees. That dang president, I forgot his name again. It's the hair, I forget. Anyway, stabbed in the back. Who is being stabbed in the back? Carter, thank you. Oh my gosh. A lot of worry. What are we learning from this oil shortage this time? Being stabbed in the back, stopped, dead in our tracks, metaphorically. Really worrying about it. And when I drop into these two cards, I go, yeah, but we don't know what's coming up. We feel the pain, we're worried, we're freaking out, but we don't know what's coming up. So let's not freak out yet until I pull this card. And if it's a Tower card, freak out. Moon Age Daydream. It's rambling. Have to. Whoops. Strength. And this also came out, so I'm just going to put this in the Queen of Pentacles. Let me drop this down so you can see what I'm rambling with. So we think this is going to be horrific, horrific, horrific. It feels horrific. But there is some kind of strength in this within us that we need to get out of our fear and stay with strength. We have the national security, Queen of Pentacles, or let me just say security of the Queen of Pentacles, of our finances, still strong enough. We have the World card. Isn't it weird? Okay, little side note. So when I get naked parts, I can't show them on YouTube. But if I get naked parts and I put a feather on top of them, that's okay. How is that okay? What? Why do things like that pop into my head? That's another question. Okay, come on. At the top of the reading. Wow, wow, wow. Beat up, still standing, not being able to go exactly where you want to go, but still standing. A lot of new growth on those trees, on those wands. What do we learn from all this? Oh, okay. Now we can start freaking out a little bit. Five of Pentacles. Loss. It's going to hurt. But stay, even though it's going to hurt in the potential near future, we're marinating in strength and we're marinating in some security. Maybe this is community. I'm not sure. That's just what I heard when I pulled that. Although the only community I see is lion. Maybe I should pull a Lyran card. Maybe the Lyran, E.T. Lyrans are going to come in and give us new technology. Okay, but that's us. That's us. That's our community kind of hobbling along. Here we go. Community coming together with the Two of Cups internally, taking care of each other. Yes, yes, yes. This card to me is the Hanged Man suspension, taking a look at things from a different point of view. Taking a look at the King of Pentacles from a different point of view. That's in the hopes and fears. Is that this king who's this mad king, is not going to be able to continue with this insanity without any kind of a plan. Ooh. It is the ending of something. Now, in this card, this minor arcana death card, unalive card, I should say, this card is just dead. Where's the new beginning? I don't know. He's dead. Who dead? Who dat? Speaking of New Orleans, I didn't speak of New Orleans, but when I said who dead, I thought of who dat, and that's down in New Orleans. We're going to be juggling some finances, a little rocky road. What are we learning? What are we learning? We get the Knight of Cups again. So, what are we learning from this being stuck in the ground with all this craziness? It feels like to me what we are learning with. What are we learning from? This Two of Pentacles is really, really strong for me, as well as this Strength card, looking at it from a different point of view and paying attention to your community, to who you are with. Don't focus on the fear. Don't focus on being out in the cold. Well, unless you're out in the cold, then you need to focus on that and warm up. Otherwise, you're going to end up cold. Don't do that. Go into the church, get some warmth. What do you knock on the door? Use your community to go get some warmth if you're out in the cold. But yeah, it feels like we're going to need to manage and juggle the energies that we're dealing with right now. And it's kind of a shame for me because I was going to sell one of my Lamborghinis. Now nobody's going to buy it. I put a diesel engine in that Lamborghini because I blew up the other one. Why? And I'm just, I didn't. I would never put a diesel engine in a Lamborghini. But, why is diesel fuel so friggin' expensive? Not that I have a diesel, so it doesn't really matter to me. But it was the cheap oil. It should have been peanut oil. Okay, let's go into your questions. All right, enough of my nonsense. Going into your questions. All right, so don't blame me. I'm just reading it from this screen. Techno Medium Paranormal 1111. What a name. Where'd you get that? Must have been dancing on that dance floor listening to that techno music too long. And interesting techno music, she's always asking about Toby Keith. And he goes, because this was a comment on James Wood saying I'm done with MAGA. And then I said, yeah, what about Kid Rock? When's he going? And people are going, hell no, he ain't going anywhere. He's done. Fried his brain. Anyway, she wanted to know about Toby Keith. And he goes, well, what does he think about Trump now? And I went, I don't think I know of Toby Keith's songs. So I looked it up. He dead. I didn't know that. And I go, really? How come I don't know that? Because I grew up in Missouri. I played country western music. Well, I played more bluegrass music. Had a banjo. Still have a banjo, but my fingers, they won't let me play no more. Anyway, so I'm big in hillbilly music. And this brought me to an interesting thought of balancing and juggling and blending together. There is no right, there is no wrong. There's a lot of conservative people in hillbilly music, in bluegrass, in country western, but it's been a little bastardized a lot. So if we get back to our roots in a way, what's it all about? One of the things that, with music is that it brings everybody together. I saw a thing on Muscle Shoals, in the sound down in Muscle Shoals. And it was a group of white boys that had so much soul. And I think it was Aretha Franklin went down there. She goes, and her manager goes, "Where are the black musicians? We need some black musicians." And the head of the studio goes, "Just listen to them. Just listen to them." Anyway, she got a couple of big hits out of that. Rolling Stones went down there. But you look at all the bands, the ones, it doesn't matter what you believe, what color you are. It matters how you play. Another big band that I love, and I love that it's a big band, Tedeschi Trucks. All right. Toby Keith. So when I read on that, and when I dropped into his energy a little bit, "Toby, can I step in? Can you talk to me?" And he said, he's saying this kind of the same thing, that even though there were some policies that he didn't like, and he was Republican, he leaned conservative. And so when Pumpkinhead .1 came out, he was going, well, maybe a little extreme, but I'm okay with it. But he also supported some of Obama's positions. So he wasn't like MAGA, but he was a lot of times playing the crowd too. So that's what I got with Toby Keith. All right. Somebody asked, is the Minister of Israel still on the planet? I'm like, really? It's the Israel the Prime Minister of Israel. And I go, are we thinking of the same person? So I had to look up Prime Minister of Israel, because I'm thinking it's Netanyahu. And Google said it's Netanyahu. And I go, yeah, we are thinking of the same person. I've always seen him on the planet. But let's throw some cards on this. Is Bibi on the planet still? Wow. First card. What does that mean? Is Bibi on the planet? That is barely. Yeah, he's standing there. He's kind of wrapped up. Can't move very well. Let's drop this down. Is Bibi on the planet? Interesting. Justice. We like that card. Illusion, confusion. In the past, giving and receiving with the Six of Pentacles. At the top of the reading is the Queen of Cups. I gotta switch gears with the Queen of Cups, because for those who've been with me for a while on these rambles, that's my girl. I got a couple of girls. That's one of them. Ooh, secrets. The moon. Is Bibi still on this planet? if I were to look at this, and I am looking at this, but if I were, well, I am, I would say he's close to not being on the planet, or he's off planet. I'm going to keep going with this. There's a secret in this cup that is going to be coming out, and there's a lot of confusion. Like, pick the Bibi you want. Maybe there's clones of him. When I saw him, an image of him just today, I went, wow, did he gain a lot of weight? Did his ears get bigger? Internally, King of Cups, is Bibi still on the planet? That is not, these two cards, come on, guys. I'm talking to my guides now. Because Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and I'm going, really? Really? You had to put it in the same spread? Okay. A calming king, that's not him. Although his voice does project that calmness when he says, we're going to bomb the crap out of you. Oh, that's so calming. Juggling two things. Knight of Cups. Information coming. Could be a false knight. And the Star of Hope. Let me add a little feather to that. This is the Best of Democracy card. The Star of Hope. Balancing things out. I'm talking about Bibi. Is he still alive? Clarified by the Devil. Star of Hope clarified by the Devil. By the gotta move. Where's my other? There we go. More feathers. All right, and then we have information coming from overseas. I'm still getting, even though I didn't get, the actual death card or the Four of Swords card, I'm getting that it's hidden. It's not out yet. There is something about his health that is not, it's not out there yet. It's not being shown to the public with this Moon card. Wow. Interesting. So I'd be interested to see what you guys get with that when you throw your cards and your pendulums. I'm just going to use my cards today, even though my pendulum's going, use me. No. All right. So let's move on because I got to keep going. Are we collectively groomed to want drama? So the feeling, I only know I'm alive if I'm hurting. That thing. Do I know if I'm alive when I'm feeling joy? Yeah, I get where Cayenne is going with this. Is that why so many TV shows, series, movies, documentary story, blah blah blah, show such harm, violence, horror movie addiction? If everyone just put their anger down, their hatred and their weapons down, oh, this is a long one, and went home, went to their vineyards, I think she's sipping a little, would we feel immensely let down? I'm not gonna read this whole thing because it's long, but that's really interesting. I did a script writing class when I was in Hollywood, and they said the scripts that sell, you got to catch them right away. And the first thing, what's the biggest thing that you can do to capture their interest with something? That would be one of the things, is a killing. And now we got to figure out who done it. Now, what if it was a kiss? Now your brain goes, ooh, the first thing that you see is this really passionate kiss. It's this love story. Where does your brain go? What happens to the love story? What happens if it just stays there and they're having vineyards? They go to their vineyard and they sip on wine and fine foods all their life, and that's the movie. And there's no drama. It's the Obama vineyard. the no drama Obama life. And there's certain movies that you do see, but getting back to the video that I did about Earth School, it was, we're here to learn how to deal with the contrast, how to deal with the ups and downs. Are we taking the ups too high and the downs too low? Are we being too manic with it? I think yes. And this goes to another question about why are all the readers mentioning Pumpkinhead? And I'll tell you why, is because when you put Pumpkinhead's name in the video, for me anyway, I probably will get 2,000 or 3,000 more views. If I put Pumpkinhead is done, and you see this, MAGA is done with Pumpkinhead, in the headlines and yellow things, and they get these huge views, and then when you watch it, it's like, well, they're not done. They're thinking of if he continues on this path. But I get it. What are we doing? What are we as readers doing to create this wheel, keeping this wheel moving in this role? When he is gone, what are we all going to talk about? And because it's generating such revenue, what are we going to do? Now, I don't need YouTube money. I know that some people do. Okay, and then some people are making so much money that they're going to need to adjust that. Will they be able to, or will they continue with the inflammatory rhetoric in the cards that I got? Thank you. Oops. Oh no, was that too long? Did I need the feather? And then that one. Happiness, illumination, and celebration with the White House behind. So I hope all us podcasters change it from doom and gloom. And I really try not to do the doom and gloom. I really, really, really do. All right, so I don't think there needs to be a reading on that. Are MAGA Republican voters getting tired of him? Yeah, they are. They are. We saw that with, well, I'm trying to set my glasses. Yeah, so this was, is the world getting tired of DJT? And then I posted about a couple of people that were leaving the Republican Party that were Joe Rogan. Is he MAGA, or is he just, a conspiracy theorist hunter? I think he's more of that, but he certainly messed up with endorsing Trump, in my view. He should just not endorsed to anybody. But that's just me. Oh, look, as I'm shuffling, we do get celebration. We do get new information coming out. So. Okay, am I going to go there? Should I? All right, let me keep going. O'Brien, Ivano. I wonder if I'm pronouncing his name right. He was saying he wrote in his prediction journal. Do you guys have a prediction journal? I mean, Brian does. That's cool. I went and re-looked at some of my journal the other day because I do keep a journal. Not a very good one. And, but there was a lot of things in it, and it is mainly a personal journey type of journal. Where have I come from? Where have I gone to? What new Detroit Rambler am I in? What ET am I playing with? Psychic Duck is an ET. Did you hear that? Psychic Duck is an ET. He's from an unknown planet. That doesn't say he. There's no division of sexes on Psychic Duck's planet. All right. Let's look at the house. So Brian said that he had, by the end of September 2026, that the Democrats were going to have the House. And that was in response to the Republican congressman from California who switched parties effective immediately, went independent. I don't know what his name is. Kevin Kiley. And Brian said, my prediction journal said September 2026. All right, so let's see. Let's just double check Brian's prediction and see what I get. Not that I'm any better than Brian. What do we get? U.S. House of Representatives, October 1st. Will it be Democratic? Will it be Republican? That's kind of a yes-no. That's kind of a pendulum, but we can get it with the cards as well. Ten of Cups, Democratic. Just stop there. I'm going to do 3 because I think this is, I don't think I need to go. It's going to be challenged, though, with the King of Swords, which I kind of felt. Ooh. Ooh. Someone's going to go unalive? Wow. Okay, let me drop this down and play along again. So we have the Ten of Cups, yes. We have the King of Swords. It's going to be challenged, maybe in the courts, but someone may be dying, maybe getting ready to leave this stage, getting really sick, maybe. We have a new truth coming with the Ace of Swords and Judgment, which is confirming for me that there may be a release of life here a little bit. And then we balance things out with the 6 of coins, giving and receiving. Balance things out. Wow. All right, Brian. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, from our my ET show with Dr. Gale. Sea turtles, aliens. White Dragon says, I always thought octopus were. Yes. And somebody asked, and I can't find it right now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? They asked about starfish. Are starfish aliens? Okay. Well, I tend to think so because I've been in the water a lot. So one of the things that when I first got into the water in California, the floor, some of the sea floors where we'd dive were covered in brittle starfish. And when I first heard that term, I went, brittle starfish? I thought the great big starfish. Well, not the great big ones. Those are the sun stars. But, the little ones that big, I thought they were brittle starfish. No, the little ones, and their arms would move all around. I go, you don't look very brittle. I go, once again, we have a skewed image with our language of what ET life is. We're calling this a brittle starfish, but it's moving all around. It's not brittle at all. Psychic duck, not a duck at all. We're not going to go into that, though. Let's take a look. I'm going to hit pause and get a different deck. Okay, using my Starseed Oracle deck, what can we learn from the galactic energy of starfish? I mean, they got the name right. What can we learn about the galactic energy of starfish? And as I looked down at some of my crystals, I heard, I am Groot. Hello, Groot. I am Groot. What can we learn? What can we learn about the energies of starfish? Getting close to an hour, so I want to thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging with me, looking into the energies of starfish. So we get here the golden children, but the keywords down here, and the way that I read this, there's always a keyword that pops to me, and this is inner child, tenderness, innocence. Those are all really good. Rare gifts. Starfish are allowing us the message. They're giving us rare gifts. And isn't there, no, that's the horseshoe crab has that blood that is a rare gift to us. I'm not sure what starfish, well, let's keep going because I'm going, how are they giving us a rare gift? Let's just keep going. The Hadrian energy, codependency, boundaries. You've got the love. Okay. What the starfish are giving us. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the interesting thing with starfish is that they regenerate their arms. So if they get one cut, very similar to, I think octopus does that too. I'd have to double check. So there is huge healing going on with the starfish. And what they're bringing forth to us is deep cellular healing. And it's, I get baby steps. Just take a step before it even makes sense. This doesn't make sense to me, but I'll take this step into the blue flame of activation. It's an activation energy. So when we drop into a starfish meditation, somebody has a name Starfish in their handle on YouTube. I wonder who that is. So this is all about deep cellular healing when we drop into starfish meditation. All right. Calling all starfish. Okay, let's, okay, 3 minutes. This is where I'm going to go. The very end. The very end. What's Kamala Harris doing? We got this thing from This Will Hold that says Kamala Harris won in Florida. We have the receipts. We have the proof. When I looked at it briefly, I went, well, if that's true, yeah. Yeah. Does that mean that Kamala Harris will jump into this fray right now? I don't know. Let's just look. What is Kamala Harris doing if she lets us in? Asking her energy if she can share with us what she's been up to. What have you been up to? She says I can call her girl. So, she's my girl. Jasmine Crockett's my girl. Although I haven't asked Jasmine Crockett if I could call her girl. I think she'd give me side eyes a little bit. Side eye a little bit. And I'd be going, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I made a mistake. All right. Just playing. Just playing. Kamala Harris. Let us know. What have you been doing? You in the kitchen? Cooking up some food? What are you doing? Are you working in some office? Are you driving one of those buses that take senior citizens around for meals? Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that be something? All right. Kamala Harris, what are you doing? Knight of Swords. What are you doing? Let me drop this down. What are you doing, Kamala Harris? Knight of Swords. She's kind of resigned. The way she's holding that sword, she's kind of resigned to where she is. I mean, she's got the sword in her hand. She's got new horizons with that eagle energy. So for those of you who tap into eagle medicines, have you ever felt the wind of eagle wings? the wind from an eagle wind. Up, feather it up, star hope. Let me kick it up this way. Let me kick it up this way. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. She's there. She's got her sword. She's not using it. She's kind of resigned. But there is something about the best of democracy, the star, that is overshadowing this. So it's not picking up the sword. It's something bigger. What she's marinating in is Pumpkinhead. And not, it's the path. It's the path that she is on, was the base of it, not marinating in. What the base of it is the King of Coins. In the past, as it relates, is the sadness. The three spilt glasses, but there's two left. But there was deep, deep sadness with this. And I feel like where this is going, especially with this star, of course you're going to feel sadness. But what is the gem behind the sadness? Oh, the top. Death, rebirth. I never take this card as a bad card. It's always a letting go rebirth. It's a serpentine. It's a snake energy, shedding old skin so you can go into something new. Okay. And the Seven of Coins in the potential near future. So her role right now is one of tending to a garden, is tending to different projects. What happened to her because of the Pumpkinhead energy and the releasing of the path that she was on, giving her a new path that is clearly got the Star of Hope with it. But, you know, when I said, what are you doing? Are you in the kitchen cooking? No, she's in her garden. What is her garden made out of? What is she cultivating? What is she letting mature on the vine? What is she nurturing? What has she got in her basket that she's going to make up for dinner? She's moving on to calmer waters. Okay, so she's not hanging in the past of, oh, you're going to be president. I don't think so. I think she's moving on from that. Moving on, definitely, from this toxic energy. Moving on. In the external position, yeah, but don't lay it. Yeah, she's still a fighter. She's the Queen of Swords. She was the prosecutor here in California, the Attorney General. She still got that. So just because this Knight of Swords doesn't have the sword ready to go, this one does. And you know, one of the things with Kamala, she's always smiling. She comes out and she's always smiling. People go, oh yeah, you smile too much. Good Lord. Good Lord. She kind of likes using that sword. That's what I'm getting. The hopes and fears that she has bigger things to do in the world energy. Yes, yes, yes. And the fear is that she doesn't have a place on the world stage. I don't see that. And the final outcome, what is Kamala Harris doing? She's hard at work. Three of Pentacles. there is a plan. There is something going on that she's working on. She's letting go of this King of Energy stuff. We have circles of support and celebration. Another 3. And I'm looking 3, 3, and the death even has a 3 in it, but it's got the 10 before it. So completion, and then the Trinity comes in and helps rebuild something. And another 3, but this one has a 5 in front of it. So there's still battles, the 5, that needs to be dealt with, managed, before they can free that 3 up. And I'm just playing with numerology in my head here. But yeah, she is still being restricted. And it's still, how does she manage the loss? As soon as she lets go of that loss, then she's got a 3, 3, 3. As soon as she manages letting go of what should be, which I think she has another 3. Okay. Wow. So she's still there. She's still there. She's still the Queen of Swords. We noticed she did not get the Queen of Cups, Lotus the POTUS. She got the Star. And she's working at things. Moving on to calmer waters. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, a little long ramble. Long Friday ramble. It's really hot out here today. I got to get out in the sun. So for all you people freezing, come on out to California. Make sure your gas is full when you leave Arizona or Nevada, because it's expensive out here. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Peace and love.